back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run the counter. It's Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. They'll run on first down. Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Draw play. This is Hines. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Christian Kirk deep to return it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready? 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Anthony. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And a Falcon first down.
Set, ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Gregory. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Off play action. Anthony. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
On first down, it's Hines. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 44, Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. It's just me and you.
Mahomes now on first down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 12-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the delay, here's Hines. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Hey, Ripley. Get in the weight room.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Anthony, open man is Kirk, complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Got it.
And the Falcon first down.
Watch the slant.
They'll run on first down. Gregory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll get 3 out of the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. On first down, it's Hines. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, back up. 50, Mike 50.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Anthony. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
We gotta go, baby. First time.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
He'll buy some time right. They complete it to Hill. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 52. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They run the counter. Hines. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mahomes firing complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that of just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, Pete, get off the field. Hey, box drop, box drop. Check right 39, check right 39. Bring it, bring it. Get it.
From the gun, Anthony. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
52, 52. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that shoot.
Operating from the gun, Anthony. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd down and inches. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Saints take over
Let's go. Do it.
at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Off the play fake. Anthony. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They run the counter. It's Gregory. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Falcons.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
15-1. Look at me. Go.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Defense, keep it up, guys.
On first, they go right back to Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Looking to throw. Anthony over the middle, complete. That's Gregory. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gregory looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a third and 4. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw. Anthony. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, Another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
We won. Hey, Orbit. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Ready?
On fourth down, Anthony. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Watch safety green. Watch safety green. 61. Matchbox lights.
From the gun, Anthony. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go. You tighten up.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made by the second-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company. Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mahomes now to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him. Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle. Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion. Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one Really could have turned this thing upside down. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They'll run on first down. Gregory. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready? 39. Check Mike, 39. Hey, man. Watch the ball. Five. Sit down.
Operating from the gun. Anthony. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Off play action. Anthony. That's complete. Hooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Anthony. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
That one goes for 24 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gregory, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. To throw on second down, Anthony. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .31 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Anthony looking middle, and that's complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, it's Gregory, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Anthony. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football.